Hello, my name is Elite and welcome back to our series of lessons on the parts of speech. This lesson is all about pronouns. In this lesson we will learn about the different types of pronouns there are in English, and we will also look at some rules to keep in mind when using them. So, if you're ready, let's begin. First we will talk about what is pronoun. A pronoun is a word that can replace a noun in a sentence. The noun that is replaced by a pronoun is called an antecedent. For example, in the sentence I love my son because he is a good boy, the word he is a pronoun that replaces the noun son. We use a bunch of different pronouns in our writing and in speech. Listed below are just some of the pronouns that we use every day. He, it, you, I, they, we, who, him, them, and many more. Let us see some examples of pronoun in English grammar. We looked for Alex at her house, but she was in school. This is the best birthday ever of my life. Someone helps my friend. In these sentences we, she, this, my and someone are the examples of pronouns. Now let me show all the different types of pronouns. Possessive pronouns, personal pronouns, relative pronouns, reflexive pronouns, indefinite pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, reciprocal pronouns. Now let me explain all the types of pronouns one by one. So first we will start from possessive pronouns. What are possessive pronouns? Possessive pronouns show ownership of a person, place, or thing. Because they are pronouns, a noun must be used before a possessive pronoun is used. Possessive pronouns replace nouns. Listed below are just some of the possessive pronouns that we use every day. Mine, yours, singular, his, hers, its, ours, yours, plural, theirs. Let us see the example of possessive pronouns in English grammar. The dog is Alex and Elite. The cat is theirs. Now let me explain. What is personal pronoun? A personal pronoun is a pronoun such as I, you, she, or they, which is used to refer to the speaker or the person spoken to, or to a person or thing whose identity is clear, usually because they have already been mentioned. Let us see the example of personal pronouns in English grammar. Alex attended the conference. He enjoyed the conference so much. So, in this example he is the personal pronoun replacing the antecedent, Alex. He refers specifically to Alex. Now let me explain. What is relative pronoun? A relative pronoun is a pronoun that is used to introduce a relative clause. In particular, relative pronouns usually introduce relative clauses that describe nouns or other pronouns. This will be easier to understand if we look at some sentence. Elite is a friend who is always there for me. In this sentence, the relative pronoun who introduces a dependent clause that modifies the noun friend. Here are some more examples of relative pronouns used in sentences. I need to find a roommate who doesn't smoke. The employee helped the customer whom the manager brought over. She gave a ride to a tourist whose family was from Sweden. The computer, which I bought yesterday, is on top of my desk. The uniform that had been worn by Napoleon was on display in the museum. In these sentences, the relative pronoun who, whom, whose, which and that introduces a dependent clause that modifies the noun friend. Now let me explain. What is reflexive pronoun? A reflexive pronoun is a pronoun such as myself which refers back to the subject of a sentence or clause. For example, in the sentence she made herself a cup of tea, the reflexive pronoun herself refers back to she. Let's look at how we use reflexive pronouns in sentences. I ate breakfast by myself. We will be busy, so you will have to drive yourself to the airport. The baboon puffed itself up to look more intimidating. The director made a name for himself with his first movie. Alexis painted a picture of herself and her family. In these sentences, myself, yourself, itself, himself, and herself are the examples of reflexive pronouns. Now let me explain. What is indefinite pronoun? An indefinite pronoun is a pronoun that doesn't specifically identify what it is referring to. For example, the word someone is an indefinite pronoun in the sentence someone ate the last slice of pizza. We know that the pronoun someone refers to a human being, but we don't know any other information about them. Indefinite pronouns have a variety of uses. Some of these include referring to an unknown person. The witness saw somebody sneaking around. Referring to a general amount. Most of the kids left, but several of them are still here. Referring to a totality or an absence. We tried everything, but nothing worked. Now let me explain. What is demonstrative pronoun? A demonstrative pronoun is a pronoun that is used to point to something specific within a sentence. These pronouns can indicate items in space or time, and they can be either singular or plural. Let's look at how we use demonstrative pronouns in sentences. This is an apple. Those are boys. Take these to the clerk. In these sentences, this, those, and these are the examples of demonstrative pronouns. Now let me explain. What is interrogative pronoun? An interrogative pronoun is a pronoun used to ask a question. For example, the word who is an interrogative pronoun in the sentence "Who are you?" Let's look at how we use interrogative pronouns in sentences. What do you want for dinner? Which color do you prefer? Who is that? Whom did you speak to? Whose sweater is this? In these sentences, what, which, who, whom, and whose are the examples of interrogative pronouns. If you like this lesson, give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button to get my latest lessons right here on YouTube. Happy learning, and I will see you in another lesson soon.